Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mother.
All glories to Prabhupada.
All glory to Prabhupada.
There's Tulsi Maharani behind you. Okay, so I want to ask you some questions for the website. Okay, how long have you been seriously practicing Krishna consciousness?
Seriously, well, that's always hoping to be serious, but since 1969.
1969? Okay.
Officially 70 when I joined.
Officially.
I joined the Hare Krishna in 70, but I was already practicing with the Hare Krishna in 69.
Okay, and it's now 2011.
Yeah.
Almost 2012. So when were you initiated and by whom?
I was initiated in 1971 by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the Hare and Spiritual Master of the Hare Krishna movement.
And what was that like to be initiated by Prabhupada himself?
Well, I was very much overtaken by the whole thing. By him, I should say. He was such a magnanimous personality that I was overwhelmed by the whole thing, so I guess a little frightened and stage struck or something.
Stage struck?
Yeah,
like stage fright, kind of?
Stage fright.
Why did you get first and second initiation?
Why? Well, in order to progress in spiritual life, you have to accept get the Harinam initiation as the first thing, and then the Brahma initiation is to advance further under the direction of the spiritual master. Everything done under the direction of the spiritual master.
When and why did you break off from ISKCON?
ISKCON. In 1977, Prabhupada's disappearance, that's a whole interesting subject matter, or debatable, not debatable, but a question. His disappearance was very much mysterious. Why he disappeared, how he disappeared. Anyhow, the movement then became overridden by persons who claiming to be gurus, and my intelligence was not that sharp to realize what was going on. Louder?
A little bit louder.
My intelligence was not so capable of understanding it, but I always trusted my authorities. That we were taught to live in association with devotees in love and trust. So I didn't question it really, but I didn't like what was going on. It seemed everything was strange, that there was hardly any reference to Prabhupada. These so-called gurus were giving classes, and they hardly even mention Prabhupada's name, or we should hear from him or read his books like that. So I thought that was very incongruous with what we were learning. But everything we should hear Prabhupada is like at that time they were tape cassettes, so I had to distribute the tape cassettes secretly to devotees,
The tape cassettes of Prabhupada's
giving lectures.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
So
they didn't allow it?
No, they didn't allow it. No, they didn't want to that should happen.
Huh.
So I had to do it secretly.
And where was this?
It's in New York, in Skemmelhorn Street.
I just realized I didn't properly introduce you, did I?
Okay, yeah.
This is Kapindra Swami, otherwise known as Maharaj. And we're here in Hilo, Hawaii. Okay, sorry. That's my fault.
Anyhow, ultimately, I believe I got a revelation or understanding from Krishna within my heart in 1985, in December, when everything was so confusing already. That Prabhupada, actually the guru of myself now, which I knew anyhow, but not only myself, but everybody else. That these people were not gurus, that the only guru was Prabhupada. So I started to preach that. And then all hell broke loose between me and the gurus and his faithful followers, you know, and the people who were trusting what I had to say. And it was also becoming very dangerous also for the devotees, both sides, not to hurt each other. So I played a little low-key for a while, and then in September of '86 we started what is known as the Prabhupada Sankirtan Society, which is, so far as I was concerned, just a name, but it's like the original Hare Krishna movement, or ISKCON, that I learned to love and trust.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to present that as I learned it, like that.
Okay, so that was my next question, actually.
And lived it.
Hmm. My next question was, when and why did you start the Prabhupada Sankirtan Society? So you said that was 1986 where you officially started it?
Yeah, we started that in New York.
And I think you just answered, why did you call it the original ISKCON?
Because we were just following everything that was ISKCON. You know, all the ISKCON principles were there. Very clear, this is what we are. We didn't claim that we were doing something new or something different or something, you know, my idea. But no, just everything original, just it was all on paper. That this is what it still is in paper, also like that. We don't go by it right now because there's no need for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just think is not try to just live it as best as possible.
Okay, and one more question on that, and then I'm going to stop it and start another.
All right.
Where have you run Prabhupada Sankirtan centers over the years? Where have you been located?
We had centers. The first center was around the corner from Skemhorn Street, Livingston Avenue, Livingston Street in Brooklyn, and then we moved to Long Island Temple ISKCON for a while. I was with a boy called Chaitanya Priya, and you know he was believing everything that Prabhupada is the actual guru. His so-called guru fell down to some sex scandal. And then from there we went to live in Upper Manhattan, the Spanish Harlem, and from there we went to 45th Street in Midtown, and then from there the 27th Street. And,
I didn't realize you moved around so much.
The fashion center down there. And then the next thing was that that fell apart due to Krishna's arrangement. And then we started going across the country to Oregon, and to Washington State. And then the devotees, they started taking up, who were with me, started taking up illicit habits, illicit sex and drugs like that. And so I was on my own. So I drove cross country back to New York, and from there, gradually I went to India, and I thought that in order to get this message across that Prabhupada is the real show and the real thing, the real guru, like that. I thought I should take the sannyas position. And there I found I couldn't find anybody but one devotee, just Motinandana Prabhu from Ahmedabad. He liked what I was doing, and he was friendly with me besides that. And he recommended somebody who would do that, and ultimately he did. I was initiated as sannyas in 1994, April 19th, on Ramachandra's appearance day. And then I came back to USA, and then I was staying at Ruchi's house, Orby Wharton's apartment, for about a few months. And the next thing, we opened up the Avenue B Center.
Woohoo! That's where I met you.
Lower East Side. That was the hub of our mission was going on in the Lower East Side, actually. That's where most people started respecting us from all over the world, and the Lower East Side and New York as well. Very respectful of what we were doing, our food distribution and activities and programs, and energy was very, very high.
Okay, and then you went to 6th Avenue.
And then at 6th Avenue, and then we traveled again around the country.
To
Oregon.
Oregon, and then Florida? Tennessee, and then Florida, and then Costa Rica?
Yeah.
And then here? Okay. Part 2 coming up.
All right.